with a coach. I'm your certified high performance coach, helping you transform your life if you're an entrepreneur or professional. Now, today we're going to be talking about purpose and starting the week with purpose, living with purpose in personal development and high performance. We always talk about purpose. I'm going to say this word a bajillion times today because I think it'll be funny. But purpose is the mythical, magical word in personal development because we're constantly told to find purpose, live purpose, contribute with purpose, interact with others with purpose. And what we're really talking about is finding meaning in your day, finding your mission, really connecting with that future vision of yourself. And it's important because when we can connect with that future vision, with that meaning, with that mission, that's where we find joy day to day. And basically just working on personally consequential things. So, how do you connect with your purposes? How do you find them if you don't have them? That's what we're going to be talking about today very quickly. So, first off, you don't have just one purpose, and I hope you don't at least, because there's different contexts of our lives. You might have a family, and raising kids that turn out to be good human beings might be a really good purpose and something that's really needed. Could also be, contributing to furthering your career or organization and the good that that puts out in the world. So it could just be to create art and get that out. There's so many different things that your purpose could be. And so many people that I work with one on one struggle with picking on, just picking something and going with it, right? In a world of endless options, we can get paralyzed with everything we can do. So, the first thing, if you're struggling with connecting or finding your purpose, is to get out and get into action, right? So, you're like, hey, I wonder if my purpose is creating music. Go learn an instrument and write a bunch of music and see how you enjoy it. And if it fills your cup, you'll know, continue to work on that. Even if you have other stuff that's not music related, at least you have that sense of joy day to day. And that's really what I think connecting with your purpose is all about, is how do you find your joy and meaning every day? So um, get out there, try a bunch of different things. And a lot of times, this is really awesome thing with hobbies. Like a hobby you can kind of try out, you can kind of go at your own pace. Usually it's fun, so you're kind of playful with your hobbies and maybe not with professional development or work. And so it's a way to kind of try things or to get into communities and kind of just see what it's all about. So if you're not spending times on your hobbies this week, I'm going to encourage you, mark some time down to work on something that you like or try something new, right? Oh, I always wanted to try baking. Oh, I always wanted to figure out how to make the perfect cup of coffee. A lot of those weird nerdy obsessions where you can really get deep dive into can really help you. And for me, over the pandemic, one of the things that I really liked as at Just Try This, I think it's Jamie. I'm completely blanking. It's a MythBusters guy, um, Jamie from MythBusters. Um, Said something on social media last year. It's like, if you love something, figure out how to make it, right? And so last year I figured out how to make the best chocolate chip cookie, and it was tons and tons of YouTube videos. It was, looking back at it, it's really ridiculous. But you want to have that type of passion. You want to have that type of connection to what you're doing, and maybe it's just a fun thing you do, but it could open the door to your next thing. So I'll give you another story, right? Just trying to find purpose. So years ago, I was a young lad starting out as a web engineer for Walmart Corporation when the tech stack was J2EE. And if you're techie, you might be like, wow, that's old. Because it's pretty outdated now, I think. I'm sure people still use it. But beside the point, um, so I went into Walmart not having a computer science degree. I had a degree in business, so connecting with people, doing process flows and that kind of stuff was my expertise going into the workforce. But I had a hobby as doing code in high school and stuff, and that was good enough to land me a programming job at a large corporation, which is kind of nuts. So I started that career. Didn't really connect with that job a lot because I always felt I was behind the ball. But I was able to move around in that organization and find a couple of different jobs, more kind of like product management that I really did love. But that also helped me figure out, oh, I like helping people. Maybe I don't want to do the technical stuff. And that was the first hint of that, right? So 2012, I act on that impulse. I go to start a business to help people figure out their student debt because that's something I was struggling with. Realized that didn't work after moving to California to live with one of my college buddies. He's like, I have a free room. Just stay here for as long as you need. You'll land on your feet. And he's a very wise man. So, Dave, if you're watching this, again, I'll forever be thankful for your kindness there, man. So, business fails, but that learning how to do videos and all that kind of stuff, frozen screen. Oh no. Hope that's not on my part. Looks like it's going through Chris. So through starting that business, learning how to do videos like this, really struggling with that, figuring out internet marketing, that landed my job at Apple, which was, at that point, I had more technical skills. I was on a team that did automation, that did a lot of talking with other folks. So I kind of played into all my strengths at that point. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Being at Apple, I'm like, okay, I want to go into management, right? And so I probably should have some more skills on how to effectively lead a team. And let me know if this is still frozen for you guys, please. If you can hear me, do a thumbs up. Anyways, so yeah, started Apple. All my skills kind of converge. I'm going to go into management, and I decide, okay, need new skills. Okay, catching myself up here. And with the new skills, I'm like, okay, I should check out coaching, right? I think, being able to relate to people and kind of encourage them and kind of talk to them and communicate better in a way that'll help them perform better, help remove roadblocks, and maybe work within an organization a bit better would be helpful. And I go to the training for the coaching and absolutely fall in love with the work. And then that's when I'm like, okay, this is what I'm destined to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to contribute. And if I could do this every day for the rest of my life and not get paid, I would be a very happy guy. If I could make it work as a business and as a livelihood and as a career, way better. And I think that I can do. And that's my journey so far, right? You guys are here with me on this journey as I'm trying to turn this into a fully functioning business. So first off, I want to say I really appreciate you being here. But the key thing, so thank you. Not to skip over that real quick, because I really do just love serving and helping you guys. But the thing with purpose, right, is I had a hobby, got into a career that I didn't feel super great at, kind of finagled my way into something that I was a little bit more comfortable with, started over again, had something fail, started over again at a company that was more fit to what I had skill-wise, even up to that point. So Apple would not have happened without anything before it happening. And then at Apple, figuring out what I really wanted to do. And so that's the power of just trying things and just getting in the game. And not really being tied to where you're going, right? Because sometimes opportunities will come up and it'll feel right and you'll go for it. And it might not work out the way you want, but it'll be amazing. So I firmly believe that when you take bold action towards your dreams, that the universe conspires to help you. I always tell people this. So, all right. Anyways, so, okay. Try a lot of different things. Focus on one or two purposes at a time if you can. Third thing about connecting with purpose is you need to be reminding yourself. What reminders do you have on what you're going after? Like for me, I journal about being a coach all the time and the people that I want to coach in my head, like ideal clients, people really benefiting from this process, people really breaking through into that next level of awesomeness for them. Um, so I have that reminder every day. I have all these post-it notes with little reminders. I have a journal here of breakthroughs. It doesn't. There's stuff in there, guys, but new one of stories and how I've helped people to help remind me why I do this work, why it's important, why it matters, and why I'm doing this. And I hope you have that for yourself too. Like, if it's your family, if it's to put out something good in the world, if it's to further a certain cause, I hope you're reminding yourself of that every day, because that, my friends, is where we feel that zest, that adventure of life, that fully vibrant living that I want for all y'all. So, okay, I'm rambling now. So go out there, find your purpose, connect with your purpose more, guys. I promise you it'll help you feel better during the day. And even if, I've had a lot of folks that have lost jobs and they were really tied to their jobs, there are other meaningful things you can do during the day outside of work that I would encourage you to have a professional type of purpose and have a personal type of purpose, so you're not completely devastated if one falls through, if that makes sense. Any case, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. And comment below if you have any questions you'd like answered this Friday. Or you can go to seanbutler.com/ask, as always, or check out the link in my bio. It's also there too. That's all, guys. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow, and go forth, live with more growth, personal joy, and impact in your